Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Indie Game Test Drive. Today we're going to take Chaos Reborn out for a short spin and kick the proverbial tires, as it were, and see what she's got under the hood. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a decent grasp of what the game is all about, or at least the very core gameplay anyway, because the game is not quite complete. In fact, it is currently in a prototype stage, but the prototype is available for free to try out during the Kickstarter, which is happening right now. There is about, I think, 4 days left in the Kickstarter as of the time of this recording. So not much time left. Get on in there, and I'll put a link down below, of course, to the Kickstarter campaign, as well as this as the web-based version of the game that you can give a try right now. Again, it is free to try out during the Kickstarter. After that, if you're not a backer of the game itself, then you will not be able to play any longer. But so I will show you right now what the gameplay is, and keep in mind that this is, again, it's a prototype, so all the graphics and the GUI and the sound, it's all temporary right now, though you should be able to get a pretty good grasp of the core gameplay. So let's hop in and get a game started. I'm going to join a 2-player game. So this is pretty much what you do once you create an account, and it's free to do so. You can play, right now it's only multiplayer. Eventually it will have single player. By the way, I don't even think I mentioned the game is made by Julian Gollop, the man behind XCOM, the original XCOM game. And XCOM is a game that sits firmly and securely in my top 5 gaming experiences of all time. And that is saying something, considering I have been playing PC games for pretty much all time. All right, maybe not all time, but at least since the 70s. So right now, this supports multiplayer only, up to 4 players. You can do free-for-alls, you can do team games, and it is very much like a Magic the Gathering meets chess sort of game, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute. I just have to wait for other players. There's not a lot of people playing right now because, again, it's a Kickstarter, and there's not that many people that have it or even know about it, so that's kind of the reason I'm doing this, is to get the word out and share it with you guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. By the way, Chaos Reborn is a remake of the original Chaos that actually predates XCOM. So that goes back to like mid-80s. All right, let's wait for an opponent, and I will be right back as soon as we get one. Stay tuned. Oh, all right, that was quick. Actually, I only waited about another 15-20 seconds. And we have an opponent here. Let us scoot over here to the right and see who it be. It's Ian Hamilton. Hello, Ian. And thank you for accepting my challenge. I don't know who's clapping, but I actually haven't played more than 3 matches so far, and I'm kind of just getting my feet wet. I never played the original, but let me give you a quick idea of what we're looking at. It is my turn. It is a turn-based game. It's Wizard versus Wizard. This is a turn timer over here. I've got 3 minutes per turn, and you can end your turn at any time. Basically, what you do is you want to defeat the other wizard. And like Magic the Gathering, we have several tools at our disposal. We have an arsenal, if you will, in order to use to defeat this gentleman over here. And let's take a look at the spells first. So you have a random number of spells. I'm sorry, you have a set number of spells, but they're randomized. And you can only, most of these can only be used once, with the, I think, the exception of Disbelieve, which never goes away. So let us go ahead and summon a dwarf first. We have an 80% chance to summon, and we can cast a reel, and that'll put that 80% to use. Or we can cast Illusion, which is a 100% guaranteed cast, and it will have all the abilities of a regular dwarf, except that if he disbelieves it, it goes poof. So let's bring out a dwarf, and this will defend us and attack for us, and we get to move the dwarf around, in fact. All right, so I'm going to hit end turn, and now Ian Hamilton is going to take his turn. End turn. Uh-oh. Did we lose him? Ah, darn it. All right, we can get right back in. Hang on. There we go. Okay. That happens. Again, this is prototype. The server architecture is very early in its development stages, so expect some bugs and so forth. Now, he just tried to cast a spell, and I didn't happen to catch that. He tried to cast something, but it failed, and that is something that you have to consider. Is your failure rate. So right now with Law, this is all random too. Law plus 3%, so any Law spell has a 3% increased chance of being cast successfully. And now I was mentioning that we have 20 turns total, and after that the game ends, and there's actually scoring that is going on behind the scenes, and if you don't actually defeat the other wizard through combat or slaughtering, then it takes the score into play. So now I'm going to go ahead and just move my dwarf over here. They're very slow, and you can't go over these unless you go over the lower parts, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, let's go ahead and cast another spell. And how about if we cast a goblin? There's a 90% chance to do this. And we're going to cast a real one, of course, because it's simple enough. And success. So I'm just going to overwhelm him with weenies. If you're a Magic the Gathering player, then you know about the weenie army. It's the turn of Ian Hamilton. Now, I'm actually playing in the Windows-based client. So if you back the game, you can get access to actual clients. Okay, this has never happened to me before, but I'm going to keep logging in here. There's a client for Mac, and there's a client coming down the pike for Linux. I don't think it's available yet. The game does run much better in the actual downloadable client than it does in the web-based version, which currently is free to try. But again, you have to be a backer. You have to actually make a pledge to the Kickstarter campaign in order to get access to the downloadable client. And then once this the Kickstarter ends, you will not be able to play at all unless you're a backer. So oh, giant. So that was smart. He moved over here, put the giant up on top of that little outcropping here, or whatever the dickens it is. So now the giant's pretty hard to cast. So I have an opportunity here to disbelieve, and if it is an illusion, it'll go poof. So let's just take a look here. We have some time. Ian's just going to have to wait. Let's take a look at the giant. Attack 6, defense 8, movement 2, agility 1, and victory points 8. If we kill it, I think we gain that many points. So, and if you just click on something here, you get to read about it. So there's a little bit of information there. Oh, XCOM sounds. You hear that? Love it. So, again, keep in mind that all this is all placeholder graphics. It's going to get much, much better down the road, I'm sure. And how about if we... let's just try to disbelieve. I have a feeling that's fake. Giant is real. Okay, that stinks. It's real. Daniel. Whoops. Oh, all right. No. All right, I was going to type to him, but let's just play the... let's just play the round first. Yeah, okay. Let's move our... Oh, man, I got to get used to the right and left clicks. So he's moving his little fella here. Let's go around that way with you. We'll split up, divide and conquer, and I should probably... Oh, I can't cast and move, but you can move and then cast. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, in order to entice you guys to back this campaign, this game, Chaos Reborn, I'm going to put this out there. I plan on playing this quite a bit, and after the Kickstarter ends, so I have already backed the game, and I will have access to it while it's being developed, of course. And what I want to do is put out some calls for opponents, and I'm going to do that on Twitter. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out my game ID. So I'll start up a game. It might be a 2-player, 3-player, 4-player. And when you create a game, it gives you a game ID. And we're just waiting for Hamilton here. It'll give me a game ID. I'm going to tweet that out and say, hey guys, here's my game ID, Chaos Reborn. Join me. And then first come, first serve for anybody that wants to pop in. And we'll play a game. And I'll record it and get you up on YouTubes and all that jazz. So if you're interested in that, then you will have to back the game. And that is, and that's something I do plan on doing throughout the development of this. So maybe that'll give you a little push to back it, because I honestly think this is going to be a really interesting game. It's sort of like, to me, it's sort of like a MOBA for casual gamers, guys like me that don't want to, that don't have the dexterity or the patience with all the fast-moving creatures and units on the screen for MOBAs. Ouch! Okay, you just killed my goblin. But you kind of have your time. You get some time to think about what you're doing, and he's still going. Oh, he tried to magical attack on me, direct magical attack. All right. So I have a feeling this game could be pretty popular and a load of fun. And I think I'm going to move over here away from that guy. And I can see myself playing it quite a bit, honestly. I think the real fun of this game is going to be multiplayer, particularly when you have people all in Skype together and just ribbing each other. It's just good old-fashioned head-to-head competition with your friends, having a good time, and not too serious. And I'm really looking forward to that. So how about if we... I can't... Oh, can I gooey blob him? Gooey blob is actually really effective, but I don't think... Arrgh! Dang it, my gooey blob failed. That's not cool. Now his wizard is running around over there. Let's see if I can get my dwarf up top on here. And end turn. Now I never played the original, but oh geez, he's close now, isn't he? He's gonna probably go right in for the kill. But I have watched some videos recently. When I saw that this popped up on Kickstarter, I decided to go look around at some... Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Lion? Could be fake. Could be fake. Let's see. Do I have any more gooey blobs? No. Magic bolt. I could shoot one of these guys. I think I'm going to move and shoot. What is the range of magic bolt? Range 3, that's it. Ooh. 100% shoots a magical bolt at the energy. Success depends on the power versus target's defense. But I kind of have to move away from that. From this giant. Let's run over here, and then let us try to cast magic shields. Let's get a zombie in here. It's an 83% chance at least. Give me some defenders. And that ought to do. And did I move you yet? No. I'll have a 20% chance to whack this guy and kill him. But we might as well give it a try. And it did not work. End turn. That, folks, that's never happened to me where I had to keep logging in every turn. So that's something new. I'm sure that'll be fixed very soon. Julian has been putting out regular updates to the prototype. And again, that's exactly what this is, prototype. Okay. Cast a magic bow, but he failed. Good. Failure is nice when it's him and not me. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is skedaddle. Because he's getting close. And I don't like that. Although maybe I can shoot... Well, he's going to go around my zombie. My zombie can engage and block, I think. So how about if we shoot Magic Bolt. And... no target for spell. I wonder if there's a line of sight issue here? What does this do? Triple magic attack. Very powerful, chaotic magic attack that focuses pure energy onto 3 separate targets. Oh gosh, 56% chance. Well, let's just try it. 1, 2, 3. Haha! Alright, I've got the lion. But I did not get the other guy. I wish I could have. Let's go attack him with my dwarf. Ah! And let's move him up here. Alright, end turn. The lion might have been fake. I'm not sure. Not that it matters, because it still has full strength as an illusion, unless you disbelieve. Look, at chaos is plus 11% right now. Oh, darn. So chaos spells are good right now. This is all random, by the way. So there's a bit of randomness. Obviously, some luck in rolls. But a lot of this does require some strategy, I guess. In sort of a chess-type way. It reminds me so much of of Star Wars with the chess game that Luke and Chewie play together on Han Solo's ship, on the Millennium Falcon, with the little creatures that move around. And again, all the animations they're not even in yet, so these will all be animated when the game is completed. What is subversion? Allows you to take control of an enemy creature. Oh, I like that. Oh, but I'm not close enough. Oh, it's a range. It's only a range 3. Eek. All right, how about if we do this? Let's try attacking. It's only a 33% chance. I can't move because I'm engaged. Got him! Low percent chance, but we whacked him with a hammer and we beat in. Good game, man. Good game. And that is that. So that is the first game. Let's leave. And so here's a sample of what I would normally do, or what I would like to do on Twitter with you guys. If you do decide to back the game, I'm going to give a little password here. You know, we'll call it chaos or something. I'll start up the game. I'll choose a turn timer, hit create, and then I'll tweet out the ID. So it'll be something like this. Game ID, I'll tweet that out. Game ID 62. Join me, first come, first serve, with the password chaos. And then I'll just sit here and wait for people to join. Of course, this is a private game, so that's not going to work for me right now. How about if we try a... 2 players faster game, but 4 player can be pretty fun and crazy too. Let's see if we can get a 4 player game going. Haha, here we go. Excellent. I go first. We've got 3 players here. We've got Kreezer and Thanatos. Hey guys. Hey guys, smile for the YouTubes. All right, let us begin by just putting out creature here. Summon Eagle, 80%. Very nice. What else do we have? We've got a magic bow, magic sword. I've never really used those. Gooey blobs, always great to have. Tanglevine sounds nice. Summon Centaur, gold dragons. All right, Pegasus can fly. We can hop on, in fact, and get right on its back. But it's low chance at the moment. Well, 50% is not bad, but not great. Summon Eagle, 80. Let's do it. Real. Bam. And end turn. Oh, boy. Having some trouble with ending the turns today. But fortunately, it puts you right back into your game. Oh, he's doing the blob already. Thanatos casts Gooey Blob. Kreezer is up. Let's see what he does. Now, this blob, if you get caught in it, you get stuck in it. It holds on to you, and you have to break out of it, which is I think it's just sort of a random chance. You can attack the blobs if you get close, but you have to be careful because it spreads. Each turn, it'll spread out a little bit. Here comes Kreezer. And he's getting close for a little go. Bluey gob. Bluey gob. And the blob also attacks every turn against whatever it's holding on to. And that's what that was, but it did fail. Alright, so I could attack that gooey blob from here, but I think... And I have a 25% chance to get rid of it. But what I'm going to do is move away because the gooey blob is nasty. And do I have an attack spell? Because I could just shoot him. I have a magic bolt, but I got to get closer. And I'm not sure if that's going to help me any. I don't want to get caught in the blob. So let's just go back here and we'll do... Alright, let us try 60% for a unicorn. I'm going to cast a real unicorn. I'm going to put him over here. Let's see if somebody tries disbelieving that and wasting a turn. And end turn, paulsoaresjr. We're back. Alright, now it is Thanatos' turn. Everybody's going with the blob. I think blob right now is a little OP based on the comments I've seen in the backers discussion on the Kickstarter. And, oh, it's spreading. See that? Spreading out, getting closer. I got to get out of there. So I think maybe that'll catch a nerf. And I get points based on kills and spells. Summon Eagle failed. He's going right. He's coming right in for the throat, isn't he? That Kreezer. Oh, 50% chance of an attack and a kill here. And let's go try it. Nope. And I'm going to get out of here because it's too close. Let's go over here and let's cast a magic bolt to this guy. Dang, he's tough. Alright. 71% chance to kill, and I didn't do it. Not cool. Not cool at all. Now, if he has a magic bolt, he can shoot back at me, which would stink to the high heavens. But that's how the dice roll, my friends. Look at all the gooey blob. Oh, Thanatos cast a skeleton. I didn't see when he did that, but he did. He's a hoppy fellow. Summon Eagle failed. Wow, we're getting a lot of fails going on today. Gooey blob is spreading. He's going to get caught in his own blob. Chaos is up to 9% now. I don't think I have many chaos spells. I can look at them here, in fact. Oh, I have gooey blob. I have chaos. Tangle vine. I should tangle him. Nice and close. He's thinking. Thanatos. Kreezer, rather, is thinking. Oh, he shot me. He shot me. I don't think I was not recording. I was waiting for him to take his turn, and he shot me dead with a magic bolt. Good game. Dang it. Now, I thought this was a score over here, because you gain 100 points when you shoot somebody. Yeah, he shot me with his own bolt. And his did not fail, where mine did. So much for that. Let's just kind of watch the rest of this match. I'm curious to see who wins it. And blob is spreading. Kreezer's got to get some monsters out here. And he's going to summon an elf. There goes the blob. And Skeleton's trying to work his way around the nasty goo. Facing off across this chasm. Eagle versus elf. Blob continues to spread. I wonder if the blob just goes away over time. I'm not sure about that. Elf can shoot. Very cool. Elf has a ranged attack. Let's check it out. Ranged attack 2/4. Oh. Did he disbelieve that? Skeleton's on the move, but very slow. A long way to go, and there's a lot of green snot between that skeleton and poor Kreezer. Ah, Pegasus. Now he could hop onto that, mount it, and fly around. He was going to shoot it, but fail. He missed. Oh, bringing out the Elven Weenie Army. Now keep in mind, I think I had mentioned that your first set of spells, or the set of spells that you start the game with, doesn't change. That's the list of spells you get for your 20-turn game. And when you cast one, it goes away. Alright, so Thanatos decided not to mount his Pegasus and rather just send the Pegasus in to fight. Ooh. Triple magic attack damnation failed. He's going to get stuck in his own goo here. Kreezer. Melee attack. Elf against Pegasus fails. And the second elf tries to stab the Pegasus but also fails. I imagine you can't use ranged attacks when you're engaged in melee. Kreezer tries summoning a dwarf, but it fails. This match is moving along nice and quick. I really wish I hadn't been shot so early in the match. Although I did go for Kreezer, didn't I? But it failed, sadly. And he shot me back. There he goes! And... Whew! Okay, yeah, the volume's setting is a little high. But that's it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed. Good game, guys. Fun to watch, and even more fun to be involved in the actual fighting. But I really, like I said, I think this kind of reminds me of sitting down, playing some Atari 2600 with my buddy, you know, head-to-head tank combat, or Maze Craze or Slot Racers. Just good old-fashioned head-to-head competition, ribbing each other, you know. Smack talk. We've got the 2-liter bottle of Coke and some Doritos, and we would just spend literally 2 hours just sitting down in my buddy's basement, playing Atari games. And you know, you didn't really have much to choose from. And the games weren't even that pretty. You know, Slot Racers was a block. You know, your car was a block, and that was it. But it was the gameplay, the actual core gameplay, and the camaraderie and the fun of the just being there with a pal and just ribbing each other playing this game. And that's what made the game so interesting. And I have a feeling this is going to be the same way. Although the game, obviously, it's a modernized game, and we'll have some nice animations and sound, and we'll be able to use the internet to connect to remote friends and even strangers, and have some friendly competition with them too. But anyway, so that's it. Chaos Reborn. Again, I'll put the link down below to the Kickstarter. And there's 4 days left, guys. They're a little bit shy of the goal. It would be great if you guys can get over there, and we'll give it a little bit of a push toward the goal, and we'll get some games in together, perhaps. So hope you enjoyed, and if you did, a thumbs up on the video is always appreciated, and leave a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, take care. Bye-bye.